We are falling no longer. We're going to ascend. Ascension is a beautiful word for all of this. So they need to train us. When we walk into that magnificent light chamber, that living, magnificent beingness that will shift us, we immediately have a reality hitting us which can overwhelm us. What the mentors want to do in the beginning of all of this, and will do, is to shield us, permit us to understand about this new state of being, and learn what this new reality is. So they will act really as a parent, because we are suddenly like a newborn child when all of this stuff happens to us and we transform into physical angels. So immediately, new perceptions, powers, and abilities come into view. It's like an explosion. All of a sudden, all the stuff that you never saw or paid much attention to, the voices, the energies, the perception of plants, the elementals in the air, the ground, the energies of Gaia, the energies of every other animal on this planet. Suddenly, you're in the midst of all of that. You see the colors, you see the sounds, you feel the expressions of energy, which are like communications from one beingness to another. That is the essence of this environment. And you understand that all these new perceptions are weird, because we've never felt them. We've heard about them, but to actually feel it, it's like one person talking about, for instance, an Englishman talking to another Englishman about Chinese and how it sounds. He can imitate it to a certain degree, but really the essence of what it's about, you have to perceive it. So a whole new perception. And then powers. Suddenly, if you want to manifest something that's in your mind, it becomes material. Abilities. If you want to wave a wand, so to speak, being your hand and change things, you can. So you've got all this immense power and abilities and this incredible perception, and that has to be trained. So we will have mentored etiquette training. So after our 3 days of going through the shifting, this watershed I was talking about, we will begin to see how do these magnificent beings operate. What do they do and not do? How do they understand how to exist in this environment? Because they can go to higher levels of this environment. They can disembody themselves and move up to 8th or even 9th dimension, or they can come down lower frequency and be among us. So they have this amazing range of energies, of frequencies. How do you react from one to the other? They have that ability. So we need an etiquette. Etiquette is no more than how to train for interpersonal reactions, one with the other, whether that interpersonal reaction is with a person actually, or an animal, or the planet, or whatever. So we'll learn that. And as we learn that, we'll learn how to hear the choir of angels that exist in heaven. We'll begin to see how to be an angel. We will begin to be physical angels as well as regular angels. We will see all of that. We will move from one energy to another. As we do all of this, we will do it within an etiquette. We will understand what that central core training that every fully conscious being has innate within them will return to us. We just have to learn it again. We have to learn how to reconnect with our Akashic records. We have to learn how to address and properly interact with our angels, our body guardians. We have to learn how do we read our life's contract. What does everything mean? We will find the closenesses, our true other self, so that we can begin to unite with all beings through the great love that is given to us.